Greenwood, this is the poorest state in the United States of America. Right. Now this is the poorest doggone city. Population 16 to 20,000, all black. But we have a doggone cemetery where the graves are freaking flowing away. That means our people are doggone destroyed. We're gonna teach them the truth today, but if you are not the example, if you are not upright, standing strong, looking the same part, how would they ever believe anything we got to doggone say? Pay attention, because what is over there is misery. What is over there is horrible, and there's sorrow over there. There's misery over there, but we got the truth. We got the light. Pay attention. Listen good.
You know what? I'm gonna ask you. What is it? Gang violence? Is it black on crime?
You know your mom like one hell.
Man, the young guys, man. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, gang.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot of violence.
It's a lot of violence. So what you think is gonna change? What is it gonna take to change?
You gonna have to start at home. That's where it comes from, home.
Okay.
We got to start back at the house.
So how long, you know, a lot of people have been saying that, we've been saying that, we got to teach them, we got to find something for the kids to do. One day is have we ever thought about that we are a lost nation in a lost place?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that's what we got to teach our people, is little kids how great they are according to God, okay? Let me read the scripture for you right quick. This is what we got to teach our children. Our people have forgotten, we're going to fly it too, must be for y'all. All right? Let me read you one scripture right quick. This is what we got to teach our children. Our people have lost, we have lost our identity. When we got off the slave ships, they didn't tell us who we are. We knew who we were. You ever seen the movie Roots? And he kept hitting Toby. He said, you know what I'm saying? He said, your name Toby. He said, no, my name Kunta. No, Toby, Kunta. Until they beat him into submission.
Right.
So what he really was telling them people who he really was. But the white man kept beating him until, no, nigga, you're not who you think you are.
Who I want you to be.
You're going to be who I want you to be. And that happened to all of us. Now we don't know who we are. We who they are. Right here. So we start to teach our people that we are the Israelites. Okay? That we God chosen people. That we are the real Jews. The white man ain't the real Jew. He took our book and he lied. He took our book and gave us religion. He took our Bible and said, be a Baptist. He took our Bible and said, be a Church of Christ. Be a Seventh-day Adventist. And he got us all divided. He took our Bible and taught us religion. But the Bible has nothing to do with religion. It's actually a history book. Let me read something, right? So this is what the Bible says about the children of Israel. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So God is like a racist. So God chose one people to be above all people on this planet Earth. And that was his people, the Israelites. But he told them this right here. Let me go to Deuteronomy 28. He gave us a stipulation, but I want you to understand, this is going to help you understand why we in the conditions we're in this also. It's like crawling down in a hole, or somebody throw you in a hole. What's the only way to find out how to get out that hole? If I put you in there right now, what's the only way to find out how to get out of it?
You gotta try it.
Nah.
You gotta try it, you gotta go for something.
You gotta find out how you got in that hole. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, we down here, you see what I'm saying? We down here in a hole, and we just walking around in a circle. We walking around, crabs in the barrel. Once the man try to get out the hole, we gonna pull you down. So the only way to find out how to get out that hole is, you gotta find out how you got in the hole. And this Bible is gonna tell you how you got in the hole. So the only way to figure out how to change this and how to get out this hole, is you gotta find out how you got in the hole. Right? You get what I'm telling you? I'm breaking it down pretty, you get it? Alright? So this Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. It says, but it shall come to pass. This is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. It shall come to pass means this gonna happen in future. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Meaning hearken means hear. If you don't listen, if you don't obey the voice of God, where is the voice of God found? What is the Bible called? The word of what?
The word of God.
The word of God. So this is his voice. So if we don't do what the Bible say do, it says, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day. So he said, look, if y'all don't do what I tell y'all to do to this day, he says that all these curses shall come upon thee and shall overtake thee. So he said if we didn't do what he said, do what he was going to do.
plague on the earth.
He was going to put curses on these people.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to show you how we know we these people, because he said he was going to put curses on these people if they didn't do what he said do. Verse 16, right here, it's highlighted. It says, "Cursed shall thou be in the city." So if we didn't do what God say do way back then, he said he was going to curse us in the city. Meaning whatever city we go to, it's going to be, wait, it ain't no coincidence if you go to Chicago, black folks doing the same thing in Greenwood.
Right.
They doing in Chicago, killing one another, selling dope, hating one another, women fighting each other, pulling each other hair out their heads, throwing their behinds in a circle. You know what I'm saying? That's all they know how to do. It ain't no coincidence. You go to Memphis, it's the same thing. You go to St. Louis, it's the same thing. You can go to Miami, you can go to Los Angeles, you can go to Beijing, China, it's the same thing, because God told these people right here, if they didn't do what he said do, he said, "Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field." You from here in Mississippi? Yeah. Okay, so you know about the fields.
Yeah.
So that was a curse for us to go work in the field. You know what I'm saying? For hundreds of years for free, because we didn't do what?
Didn't obey. We
didn't obey God. So this is how we got in the hole. If you read, I can go through all these curses, Deuteronomy 28:15 through 68. It's gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna just skip the one and read. 32 says right here, this a curse. God said if we didn't do what he said do, this all in the same chapter. He says, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given into another people." When did that happen to us?
Slavery.
Slavery, bam, bro. I told you this brother knows something. I told you man, you can explain this to some people, they would not get it, but you getting it. He says, "For our disobedience," 32, "thy sons and daughters shall be given unto another people." We was given into the white man because of our disobedience. It says, "and thy eyes shall look," meaning you was going to see your children being given away, and fail with longing for them all the day long, meaning that you was going to want your children back. But the Bible says, "and there shall be no might in thy hand." You know what might is, don't you? No strength. You do something with all your might, that means that's your power. So God said there wasn't no might in our hand to get our sons and daughters. That was Big Mama and Papa them. They didn't have no might to come to get us back from Master Charles, Master Smith, Master Johnson. All they can do is look and cry. Because why? We disobeyed God. God said, "Look, man, y'all, I'm going to make y'all the greatest people on earth. But you don't do what I say do, this is what I'm going to do to you, just to show you I'm God." And you never heard this in the Christian church. Why? Because the white man has set up Christianity for us not to know who we are, to keep us lost, confounded, and confused. But he said in the last days that he was going to pull his spirit back on the earth, and the young men was going to be able to rise up again and go out and teach. And that's what you're seeing in Greenwood. You see us, right, man? Look, we ain't playing. It's man, we all over the world, and we found enough brothers that had concern from Greenwood, Mississippi, because we got to wake this. We got to wake these people up down here. You know what I'm saying? Because this a lot of slavery, a lot of civil rights stuff happening right here.
Modern day slavery is still going on.
It's still going on right now. Talk more about modern day slavery. What you know?
No, I'm just saying that the same thing, like these factories and everything, it's still the same.
Oh
thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You right.
Factory, the new field.
Yeah, that's the new plantation. That's why they call it a plant. You feel? They call it a plant for short.
Yeah.
Look, don't it?
Yeah.
What plant gonna be short for? It ain't talking about nothing growing out the ground. The plant gotta be short for what?
Plantation.
Plantation. And they running the same operation. I work on the plantation. Hell, I make boxes. You see what I'm saying? On the plantation. You right, bro. But so that's the mindset we gotta get. Like, I can ask you how we get over here as a people. What means of transportation? How did the white man bring us over here? I know the sister know this.
You said a boat ain't.
A boat? Yeah, there you go. What's a big boat called? All the S.
Ship.
A ship. Now watch what the Bible says. This in the same verse. God said if we were disobedient, alright? This is what he said he was going to do. This is the same chapter. I want both of y'all to see this. It says, "And the Lord should," this Deuteronomy 28 and verse 6 and 8. It says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again." So you remember when the Israelites was in Egypt the first time, right? Y'all familiar with the Bible? When God sent Moses and told Moses, "Go tell Pharaoh to let my people go," because they were slaves in Egypt. They were building up the walls of Egypt, building the pyramids. They was under hard bondage in Egypt. Remember, this is the book of Deuteronomy, the book of Exodus. That's when all that happened to Moses. They split, Most High split the Red Sea, and we walked through on dry ground. Okay? Alright, so we get to the book of Deuteronomy. He said, "Look, if y'all don't do what I say do," he said, "and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again." So meaning what? He was going to bring us into slavery again. With ships. Just like the sister said, the white man ain't been nowhere on no slave ship. The so-called man talking about he a Jew, he ain't been nowhere on slave ship. That's how you know he ain't the real Jew. They not going to tell us we the real Jews. They going to continue to call us black, African American, niggas, horse monkeys and coons. But once we start to realize that we are the real Jews and start to teach these kids how special they are, and they the real Jews, they're gonna start to do what the Bible and stuff. And then you're gonna see the black man start to marry the black woman instead of hoeing out. You're gonna see the black man start to take care of his kids because the Bible commands him to. The white man ain't gotta make it, they shouldn't have to make the black man take care of his kids. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we got here to teach. Well, I'm gonna finish it up right quick. I know I ain't gonna hold y'all long. It says, Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, talking about slavery with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. Meaning we're not gonna see our homeland as a people, as a nation of people no more again. We've been stuck right here in Greenwood. Alright, we ain't been back to the western coast of Africa, Europe. We ain't been back to Israel. Alright, it says, and there, talking about we got the slave ships, ye shall be what?
So
We was gonna be sold. Unto who though? Watch this. Unto who? Your.
sold them to your enemies. Yeah.
That's what the Bible says. So who the Bible saying our enemies is? I want the sister to answer. Who the Bible saying our enemies is, sister?
Who, the white people?
It ain't don't take no rocket science. So why is the niggas running around here wearing red and blue, the GDs and the Vice Lords and the Crips and the Hoovers and the Tree Top and the Skyline Bloods thinking they each other enemy, the light skin and the dark skin thinking they each other enemy. When God just said that these people who did what? It says that sold, and ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bond men and bond women, and no man shall buy you. Meaning that we are these people in the Bible. Instead of we at the beginning of the book, right?
I got all these verses.
Jesus!
All these different versions.
Yeah, Jesus! It's all about Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Hey, Jesus, Jesus. And they're going to get up and sing a song about Jesus. But what happened? The only way to understand any book or any movie, you got to start with.
At the beginning.
At the beginning. You just can't pick up the Bible and start at the end of the book, the most smallest part of the book, and expect to understand the book. And they have, that's what they done to us. And all these black churches. That's why, what do you think of the church on every corner down there? It's to keep you lost, to keep you just talking about Jesus. Jesus is our Lord and Savior. He's the black Messiah. He's our black Messiah. Okay? He's our Christ. He's a black man according to the Bible. But they gave us this. You got a picture inside that picture. Looking on the inside. See, yeah, the true image of Jesus. I'm gonna let y'all go after this. All right. Just show you what this saying. Yeah, read that flyer, bro. There's a lot of information on it. They tell you why the pyramid on the dollar, why the eagle on the dollar. Bro, it's all in the Bible. But check this out. So the true image of Jesus Christ. So the white man took us off the slave ship and told us that we was niggas, porch monkeys and coons. And guess what? And told us he was God. But I'm gonna show you what the Bible say God, Jesus looked like, bro. And tell me if this don't look like this brother right here. All right. It says his head. This is Revelations 1:14. It said his head and his hairs were white like wool. So we're not saying that Jesus, nobody don't really know his actual, what he looked like, but we giving you a better description. See? That's probably that. Is that over there by the also Greenwood here?
That 5 shot.
5.
That gun shot.
5. That's 100 rounds, it sounds like. That's a neighborhood back there?
Across the highway. Yeah, that's across the highway somewhere.
Yeah.
I hope somebody over there with a nail gun.
Ain't no nail gun like this.
No,
Somebody let it loose. Yeah. But check it out. So we're not saying it's Jesus. We're just saying this is a better description on what the white man gave us. Because he said he God is Jesus. Let's see what the Bible says is Jesus. It said his head and his hairs were white like wool. So who got woolly hair on? Us. Just like your hair, sis. Like my hair. So we just paint, got it white. It said his eyes was a flame of fire. His eyes were a flame of fire. You see, we ain't got this in color, this black and white. But his eyes was a flame of fire because Jesus Christ was a wine bibber. And when you drink wine, well, guess what happens?
Yeah.
Your eyes turn red.
Yeah, turn red.
So his eyes was a flame of fire. It said his feet looked like unto fine brass. So he looked down at Jesus Christ's feet just like she got sandals. Jesus Christ had no sandals. And the top of your feet is going to be the same color as the top of the rest of your what? Your body. So Jesus Christ's feet, he said his feet was like unto fine brass. What color is brass?
Brown.
Yeah, just like that on your neck right there. So it's like fine brass, like your eye ring, like your earring. As if they burned in their furnace. So if you take anything and throw it in the furnace, what color is it going to come out?
Black.
Black. Once it come out, not while it's on fire.
Oh, okay.
All right, like it was burned, all right, and past tense in a fire, in the furnace, okay? So Jesus, that's telling you right there what Jesus Christ is what?
What?
A black man. So where did they get giving us this devil?
I don't know.
I seen something similar to this on Facebook. They was talking about
Yeah.
the guy that had the different images of him and stuff.
That probably was us. So
Probably,
it probably was God. He's trying to show you again, sister, because he's trying to get y'all. See, if y'all wake up and start teaching the people, that's what's gonna make a change. It take us to make a change. Obama didn't change nothing. Only thing he changed was so another man can go in another man's booty, and it ain't against the law. That's the only thing. I'm not being real. He got bad gay rights. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing for the people. He didn't come to Greenwood to see the conditions of what our people are still living in America.
Right.
This the poorest part of the Delta right here. You know what I'm saying? And of
He ain't
America.
try to help his hometown.
Yeah.
Doing all this killing and shooting.
Yeah.
And stuff.
It ain't nothing. It's gonna get worse before it gets better. So it's gonna take us, especially as men, to learn this stuff. Just teaching them that Jesus is black. Because you go over there and ask any one of them kids right now what color Jesus, they gonna say white.
Yeah.
So how you gonna think the greatest man that ever walked the earth is a white man? Because they taught them that when they was on the cotton field, they put their whip on their back. You went underhand with it. You better not. You see what I'm saying? Until it got passed down from generation to generation that you think your Lord and Savior is a till you think your Lord and Savior is a white man. Now you will shoot and kill up somebody that look like a real Jesus. You won't lay a finger on your slave.
Lost as a nation with ears, my nationality. I'm black as a shadow, but still can't overshadow me. My people forgot, they forgot how everything started. They took us apart just to put us in apartments. They threw us in the ghetto like everything good. They treated us like Andrews, they threw us in the hood. America is white, it ain't right here. And Martin Luther King's dream was a night. Young, dumb, black boys strapped with guns. Oh no, this can't be good. Prostitution, abortion, guns, drugs, and violence all out through my neighborhood. Curse in the city, curse in the field. No other nation knows how it feels. Knows how it feels. Knows how it feels. To be is real. To be is real. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. Them curses on us, so I see the persecution of my Jews right now. Now. I hate the system of victims, and I just hate to see my Jews shot down. Young, dumb, black boys strapped with guns. Oh no, this can't be good. Prostitution, abortion, guns, drugs, and violence all out through my neighborhood. Curse in the city, curse in the field. No other nation knows how it feels. Knows how it feels. Knows how it feels. To be these curses destroyed our minds. These curses on us for a sign. These curses wake up in time. These curses, oh my pressure makes the wise man.
Once you see that, right? Because this is the answer. We have a lot of problems. Like one of the things being confused in Christianity about the money thing, right? The tithes and offerings. Once you see men and something, we have sisters as well, mothers of our nation, that teach the truth and the correct way of the Bible. That's what we're getting back to as a people, all right? Because we've learned wrong in the society. And know what they teach you right. Let's read back to the Bible real quick. Back that in Leviticus, we'll get that long. I don't want to leave off from that because it seemed like that's the thing you used to come from, right? That you came from. God winked at that ignorance that you thought that it was right in, all right? And that's the result of the Christian church. They taught us wrong as a people. You understand? Read that real quick. Yeah.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 22.
Right, come on.
Thou shalt not lie with mankind.
So sis, I want to ask you something. What this does right here, like when you see a man in a dress, how does that affect you? I'm gonna ask you that question again. You should have seen that facial expression she gave. Now, naturally, do you think that's common, good, or right or not? You know, when you say judge, you can't condemn them. But okay, do you have a son? You don't have a son? Okay, say if you had a son. Would you want your son walking around in a dress? Why? Why not? In America, you can do what you want to do. Why? He can do it. And that's what we're trying to tell you. That same thought that you have is a commandment of God.
That's right.
A man ain't supposed to be acting like a woman. Neither will a woman supposed to be acting like a man. Because the Lord ordained to put a certain spirit inside of you. The Lord ordained and created you with a certain spirit. It's called a feminine spirit. And the Lord gave a man a masculine spirit. But what does society do today? They try to demasculate your man and empower the woman. They reverse the course of the black home. You understand? That's why you have a lot of, I grew up single parent homes.
You know what I'm saying? To marry the black woman, stop just hitting her and not marrying her. Take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you got to run off in her and hit her, you need to be planning to marry her. In the same mind frame, we got to get the woman in. Don't let no man just bust you wide open and you don't plan on marrying. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach marriage in our community. So this is what you're seeing the men doing. We teaching marriage. Man, we got a school. We just opened up in Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? We need more men. You can bring your family. We got wives. We got children too. So we trying to go through these streets and wake up these men like yourself. Come out the house and hear and see what. I don't know if Greenwood ever seen stuff like this. Black men coming marching down the street. So we need you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we doing this. We want to wake up the mighty men of the Lord, and we teach the Bible. We ain't no Muslim. We don't teach Christianity. There's nowhere in the Bible.
Right and wrong.
We teach what's right and wrong. We teach our nationality, who we are. All right? So the Most High God calling you, bro. Just like you came at the sound at the house, you heard it. That's God calling you, bro.
Stay tuned,
All right, I'm gonna get you a flyer.
Why is all this important? The greatest man that ever walked the earth, that everybody talks about in church, they make movies about, looks like us. We actually come exactly, we are blood relatives. You would never thought that, would you? Because we see this all the time, right? So watch this. Once again, that's why we gotta read, man. Can you read? A little bit good? If you're not good at reading, practice on reading. It's very important. You understand that? We can't be dumb, because when we dumb, folks are able to put us in slavery and do bad stuff to us. You feel me? So watch this. Yeah, give me that.
Daniel's chapter 10, verse 5.
So it's in the Bible more than once. I'm going to read this one for you right here. The one that's in the book of Daniel. Read that.
Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
So he describing Christ again. Christ had clothing on. You know, a lot of times they show Christ looking all soft, like some weird pictures, right? Christ was a man. Just like I see y'all, ain't none of y'all soft right here. Y'all boys, strong young men. Christ was the same way. Read again.
Verse 6. His body, verse 5.
Yeah, verse 5.
Verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
So Christ had clothes on. Watch this.
Whose loins were girded with the fine gold of Uphaz.
So he had a raw garment, and he had a gold Uphaz on, gold belt. Watch this.
His body also was like the beryl.
He had a green garment. He had clothing on, similar. Let me see. We had garments on earlier. I don't know if y'all seen this earlier, but our garments we had on. Oh, there we go. Thank you, brother.
It's all good.
So Christ's garment was green, and just like his belt right here, it was gold. Read.
His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning.
So he said his face had the appearance of lightning. It's finna explain what that means. Read.
And his eyes were as lamps of fire.
So we read that before, right? Did it mean that he was like Cyclops? No. That means what?
He drank wine.
He drank wine. They say he was a drunk, but he drank wine. Read.
And his arms.
Now I'm looking at your arms.
And his arms. And his feet.
Your arms and your feet.
Like in color.
Like the color.
To polished brass.
What color is brass? You know what color polished brass is?
Gold.
Darker. When you polish it,
good,
it get darker. It's like you're making it shine. You're putting a shine on it, right? So in the Bible, we finding out that the most famous man ever looked just like us. And not only do he look like us, we are of the same people as him. If you was to fill out an application and they had African American, Hispanic, Native American, which one would you check? African American? African American? Why don't you look at that on me? Who's the African? Is it on this one? So, do you know what African American means? Let me ask you that. African American. What do it mean? You ever thought about it? I never thought about it. That's just what everybody calls us. They say African Americans. You ever thought about like what do that mean? You know what I mean?
Negro.
What do Negro mean? It's black? Because your nationality means your place of origin, where you come from. Is it a land called black? You sure? I can't go and get a ticket to the land of black?
Seen it on the map before?
You ever seen it on the map?
I seen a nigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Niger.
Yeah, it's Niger. It's like, right. So check it out. Y'all ain't African Americans. That is another, just like he stepped on the scene and said, hey, I'm Jesus Christ. He put a name on our people. During slavery, he called us many things. African American, Jamaican, Haitian, whatever names. Like if you got a dog, you name your dog whatever you want to name him. It's your dog. Whatever name you want to call him, that's what he is. That's the same thing that happened to us. Watch this.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17. I'm going to read verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
You know what a heritage is? It's who you are. Where you come from. What's your language? Who your people? Majority of us don't even know that. We just know we're from Mississippi, from Chicago. They took us from Africa somewhere, and my family here, right? That's about all we know. In the Bible, God said we wasn't going to remember who and where we came from no more for a certain period of time. So we was going to be called African American. I'm going to break it down to y'all real simple. African American is actually the name of two white men. It's two different people. I'm going to deal with the African part. The African part, and y'all can Google this stuff. It comes from a man named Leo Scipio Africanus. White dude. Fought over there in Africa. It wasn't even called Africa then. It was called the Land of Ham.
Yep.
He won a war over there, and after he won and conquered the people, he named that land after himself. He named it Africa. That's how we have the name Africa over there. Over here in America, who so-called found America? Y'all know? Because the Indians was here, but what white man say he discovered America? Exactly. His name was Amerigo Vespucci. Look it up. White dude. He named this land after himself. That's why it's called America. So, I'm looking at y'all beautiful brothers, right? Nobody here look white. So how's we African American? The name of two white men is disrespectful. It's like being called the bee or a hoe or a punk or a sissy or something. And they say you're African American because it's not your nationality. So why is that important? You gotta know who you are to know what you need to do in life, right? A dog gotta know he's a dog, right? Because dogs do what? Be a dog. Do dogs make milk? So he can't be a cow. Can a dog say, I want to be an alligator? No, he can't go in the swamps of water and live. He has to be who God created him. Y'all are Israelites. And not knowing that we are Israelites, we ain't acting like Israelites. So as an African American, guess what I can do? Since I ain't white, but they make me call myself by two white men, guess what I do as an African American? I game bang. Sell drugs, rob people. Why? Because I don't have no identity. I don't know who I am. I don't care. So nobody care about me, so therefore I'm not going to care about nobody else. and I'm gonna hurt whoever to get what I want. Ain't that what y'all see folks do a lot? But when you know who you are, guess what? You got commandments, you got rules that you must live by. Guess what? I gotta treat you a certain way. If me and you was to get into an argument, the first thing I can't do is punch you in the face.
Right.
I gotta find out why you mad at me. And you gotta find out why I'm mad at you. And then we supposed to do what? Talk about it. That's actually in the book of the Bible called Matthew 18. That if I have a problem with you, I don't come and bring them and say, hey man, you got a problem with me, punk? I'm supposed to pull you to the side and say, hey man, out for a minute. Away from all y'all. Hey, I feel like you hurt my feelings when you said this and that and the other. And then you might say, hey man, I heard you was talking about me behind my back. Then what are we supposed to do?
Work it out.
Work it out. My bad, man, I didn't mean to say that. That's how we supposed to solve issues. But we don't do that today. Because if me saying I'm sorry today means I'm a punk, right? He said he's sorry, he a punk, man. I made him say I'm sorry. We're not supposed to think like that, because that's our brother. We brothers. We're supposed to be able to get along, make money, do great things together. Not, I'm going to try and steal them shoes from him.
Right.
I'm going to break in his house and take his video game.
Right, yeah, right.
You know what? He got some nice pants. I'm going to break in there and steal his pants. We're not supposed to be thinking like that. We're supposed to be like, hey, you like your shoes? Let's see if we can go hustle up some money and we all can rock the same shoes. Hey, look, I see there's some folks that need their grass cut. I know his daddy got a lawnmower. Let's see if he'll let us use it. We go there and cut a couple of grass, and we all can have some Jordans.
Y'all
on.
work together.
We work together. But we don't think like that because there's always one person want to look better than everybody, right? We don't supposed to think like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I know I'm saying a whole lot of information for you. I want y'all, hey, do y'all got access to the internet? You know about YouTube? I know y'all know about YouTube, right? You know about YouTube? You be on YouTube? How about you? You be on YouTube, bro? Type in IUIC on YouTube. You see a gang of videos of us talking about all type of stuff. It's a lot of, y'all young men, it's important for y'all to be smart. And say it again. White people count on us being stupid. What if I don't got a good jumper? What if I can't run real fast? What if I can't rap or sing? But what if I'm real good at math? Is that good?
Yes.
That can be used for something good. That don't make you weak, or you stupid, or you a nerd, or you a lame. You good at math. Guess what? We need somebody to count our money.
That's right.
We need somebody to count the money for a business. You understand what I'm saying? What if you're good at drawing? Guess what? We need somebody to try and draw us a house,
Yes, right.
a business. Everybody is important, man. And when we see that you're important, you don't have to be an athlete or a singer or an entertainer. That if you're good at whatever you're good at, we can use that and build something great. We have to see greatness in each other and not envy each other, man. And that's what we are here to do. That's why you see all these brothers out here. All of us used to do a lot of evil stuff, man. Until somebody did the same thing I'm doing to y'all right now. Sit down and talk to me, man. Hey, you don't have to do that, bro. You're smarter than that. The reason why you're doing that is because they making you think that's cool. Is drug dealing good?
No.
I know a lot of folks is on drugs. And it ain't bad. They walk the streets. They don't care about themselves. They stay real dirty. They steal. So why would I sell somebody in your family some drugs to make their life bad? Just for some money. There's another way I can get money, right?
Yes.
There's many ways to get money without hurting somebody, without destroying somebody's life. You understand that? A lot of folks, nobody ain't said and told them that, because somebody's always telling me, hey, we got a person named 50 Cent that say what?
Get rich
or die trying, right? We got a lot of rappers that say, hey, go get the bag. Those are the dudes we're supposed to be looking up to. That's called entertainment. They don't even do what they say they do. Y'all know that? They don't do that. You think 50 Cent actually going around killing people and shooting and gangbanging? No. That's an image.
It's fake.
It's fake.
It ain't real.
He's putting on that front to entertain y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a couple more bills. So y'all got any questions you want to ask me? I'm saying a whole lot to y'all. What's up?
One day, so I did something bad. Then I was playing, so me and him run around. So I made him try to hit me. So I I just took it from my road to his back, and then started the fight.
We can't do that, man. Hey, all of y'all, like us, we all stay around here, right? We all we got. If I'm fighting you, you fighting me, is we finna change anything? We done hurt each other, destroy each other, and everybody still don't be living in this condition we in. But if we work with each other and I see, hey, what you good at? And what you good at? And I support what you good at, we can get the hell up out of here and do better. That's what it's about. Nobody never telling us to do better. They make us be competitive. If he good at running, I can't say, hey man, you good at running. I can run better than you, even though I probably can't run nowhere near fast as you. But we be envious of each other. And whatever you good at, be great in it. And be happy he great in it. Whatever you good at, be happy he great in that. Support each other. We gotta learn how to support each other. We can't fight each other. We can't be what they putting out in the music and media, man.
All right, when he was hitting Kunta Kinte with that whip, he said, your name, Toby. He hit him again, Kunta said, Kunta. He said, no, you Toby. And he just keep beating him until he said his name was Toby. And he said, cut him down. When he said he submitted to that he was who the white man was, and now he was before he got off the ship. You understand? So what we do, we teach us who we were before we got off the ship. What's some of the conditions that you know plagued Indianola, plagued Greenwood? We was in Indianola last year. We went to Cleveland, Indianola. We went all the way through the Delta. But what's some conditions? What you know what's wrong with black folks, man? What we got to do?
The problem is poverty. I mean, they can stop poverty. I mean, I know they can end poverty, but if they can, you know, better condition of black people, they'll be so divided.
Say no more. Yeah, that's what it is. Everybody like crowds in the barrel because everybody at the bottom of the barrel.
Everybody at the bottom of the barrel, they gotta hurt somebody else to get out the barrel. That's what they doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting the real teaching and you know what I'm saying, like I like what y'all doing.
Right.
No matter what other people might say, I like what y'all doing because we ain't got nobody else out here doing it for our people. You know what I'm saying? And by y'all stepping up and making that foot, making that step, you know what I'm saying? That's good. You know?
Man, all praise.
Yeah.
All right, hey man, look, we got a website right here.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.